Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Canadian captain speaking. Welcome to Idaho. Specifically, welcome to Sulphur Creek Ranch. This is a new release put out on Orbx and produced by Milo Taylor. If that name rings a bell, well, perhaps you've seen some of the other sceneries he's done. In Idaho alone, he has done McCall, the Deadly Three, the Not So Deadly Three, and Fire Lookouts. That's among Milo's many other freeware and payware sceneries. In the interest of full disclosure, Milo did send me a copy of this scenery to review, but I had no doubt it would be of high quality, as his sceneries always are. Sulphur Creek Ranch had its origins going back as far as 1947. The ranch itself, and therefore the strip, sit within the Frank Church River region of no return wilderness, and therefore qualifies as quite remote. It is a self-proclaimed 80-acre oasis in the middle of nowhere. The slogan originally was, "Want to go to heaven?" And unlike other Idaho bush strips, Sulphur Creek Ranch boasts a 3,300-foot-long strip, so while you can bring in your favorite bush plane, there's nothing saying you can't bring in something a little bit larger. At one point, even the Johnson Air Service DC-3 used to fly in here, so you've got plenty of room. Just keep in mind that you are going to be up at just shy of 6,000 feet, which means density altitude could be a consideration. Your normally aspirated 172 might be a bit of a challenge to get out of here. The runway itself is not perfectly flat, so keep an eye out for that. And in the words of their website, the private airstrip adjacent to the lodge gives our guests the ultimate flexibility for timing arrivals and departures. Well, that sounds perfect for us, doesn't it? And while in real life it may be a bit of a challenge to get to Sulphur Creek Ranch, not least of which due to the unpredictability of rain events and the ranch being potentially closed through 2024, we can always fly in the sim. Rather unique to log construction, the lodge itself is constructed of vertical-oriented logs rather than horizontal. This was based on what was available and at hand at the time of construction, as the lodgepole pines were small and tapered quickly, so they wouldn't have worked in a long horizontal fashion, but worked better in the vertical. Also unique to Sulphur Creek is, it has its own hydroelectric power and water system. The lodge itself caters to horseback riding, hunting trips, fishing, and of course the occasional fly-in breakfast when the season allows. One of the ranch summer highlights is to catch the end of the Chinook salmon journey past 8 dams and up 800 miles to their spawning grounds. Now, what you'll find in this version, that is the flight sim version of Sulphur Creek, is an array of small touches and interesting details. Everywhere you look, there's something new to see, little details added in by Milo as sort of Easter eggs for you to stumble across while you're exploring the ranch. So check those trees and fence posts for birds, keep an eye on the lake for the fish, and go check out what the people are doing. Everywhere you look are people and animals going about their business, enjoying their day. Things such as the umbrellas, meals, and even icicles on the cabins vary with time of day and weather. You'll see an array of parked Bush and other aircraft nearby, including aircraft from McCall, which are available to fly passengers out to Sulphur Creek Ranch on a regular basis. Smoke billows not only from the chimneys and fires, but also steam coming up from your hot breakfast waiting for you. Any of these make a good indicator for wind direction. And if you find yourself running a little bit late, not to worry, you can still get in after dark. It may not be recommended, nor necessarily safe, but there is an arrow setup of burning barrels as well as barrels marking each end of the runway for you. So make sure you've got your landing lights on and give it a go. Overall, this is a wonderfully detailed and life-filled little scenery. A delightful little airport to add to your Idaho bush trip adventures. So what are you waiting for? Hop in your favorite aircraft, bush or not, and fly out for a big cowboy breakfast. Don't forget to bring your appetite. I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Follow my channel for more, as more will be coming soon. Also, consider supporting me on Patreon. The link to Patreon is down below. Until next time, this is CCM, signing off.